Hello and welcome to this Liverpool news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. My name is Conor and I'm going to take you through all of the latest Liverpool news after Arne Slot's press conference, which he's just finished ahead of the Brighton and Hove Albion game at Anfield on Saturday. The manager gave us plenty of fitness updates around Wataru Endo, Cody Gakpo, Federico Chiesa and, unfortunately, Alexander Isak. Of course, there were questions around Mohamed Salah and whether he will be involved in the game on Saturday, along with a few other bits. So look, let's jump straight into the quotes. Please do hit the like button before we get into it, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and yeah, let's get into the quotes. Let's start off with some good news then. So Arne Slot confirmed that Federico Chiesa in fact did train yesterday and will be back available tomorrow, which is great news. Deserves to get more minutes on the pitch. Hopefully get some minutes tomorrow. Surely he has to, because we're lacking in options, I'm not going to lie, and I'll explain more in a second. But he also confirmed that Cody Gakpo is still out with a muscle injury and Endo is sidelined by an ankle problem. Both of those are expected to be out for a few weeks, so we're not going to see Cody Gakpo or Wataru Endo on the pitch for a while. Arnon was then asked about ISAK and Ekitike playing together, of course, in that 4-4-2 diamond, which we've seen against Inter Milan, and he had this to say. What we all saw, which is normal, the more they play, the more they will adapt and the better they will cooperate. The other two nines on the pitch for Inter were more used to playing with each other. It's the second time they've played together. I think we will see more of this in the future. So that's the good part. It's good to see Arne speaking about the fact that Ekitike and Isak will play together, because I think that's what we all want to see ultimately. That is probably the future of this football club, in all honesty. Like, we can talk about Mohamed Salah short term and stuff, but like, these lads were obviously not just signed for this season. These lads are here to build a team around over the next 5, 6, 7 years. So good to see that Arne is speaking about that partnership, because they could be absolute dynamite together. Let's be honest here. Like, if the two of them are fit and firing and scoring goals, that is a scary front line. So good to see he is discussing that. The rest of the quote is not so good. Alex got a knock in the first half against Inter, so let's see if he's able to start tomorrow. Aye, aye, aye. Alexander Isak injured again. It just never ends, does it? It never ends. We can't have good things as Liverpool fans. We're not allowed to have happy things. We're not allowed to have a fit and firing Alexander Isak. Another knock. He might still play, but like, come on, lads. How many knocks and injuries is he going to get? He's had more injuries than goals at this point. It's ridiculous. So that does, of course, cast some doubt on Alexander Isak starting tomorrow, which probably guarantees Ekitike will start at least. If we see a 4-4-2 diamond, then this is where it gets interesting. Who plays alongside Ekitike? Because Salah's future is up in the air. We'll get onto that in a minute. Gakpo is injured. Isak is injured. So there's only one man possible, isn't there? Exactly, Cody Gakpo on crutches. That's exactly where Arna is going. Oh, Fede, no, he'll sit on the bench. He'll come on 82, 83 minutes when we're 4-1 down. That's how this works, isn't it? But in all seriousness, surely Federico Chiesa has to get a chance here. Like, he can play through the middle. I'm sure he could play up top alongside Ekitike. Or even if we go like a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. With the lack of options, surely Ekitike through the centre, and then possibly Chiesa and Engamoha on the wings. Like, that would be an exciting front line. I'm sure Arne won't go with that because it's not really his usual set of players he picks, but like, we're threadbare at the minute. We don't have options up front, so surely to God, Federico Chiesa has to start this game. Like, if he doesn't start this game, he's just never going to start, because we literally have no other options really at this point. Unless, of course, Mohamed Salah starts, and let's move on to him then. So Arne Slot, speaking on Mohamed Salah, said, "I will have a conversation with Mo this morning. The outcome of that conversation determines how it will look tomorrow." So he still hasn't spoken with Mo, which to me is completely baffling. Like, how has he not sat him down the second this happened and just had a frank and honest conversation about it? Because he still hasn't spoken to him. He mentioned the fact that Mo's representatives and some of the club's representatives have been speaking for the last while, but how has this not happened yet? Again, I go back to Arna's general man management. Surely, like, I understand he might be waiting for Salah to come and apologise to him, but surely you still have this conversation. Surely you still have an open dialogue here, and it almost seems like he's proving Mo's point at this point. Like, Mo said he doesn't really have a relationship with the manager anymore, and it certainly does look that way from this. So look, it does remain to be seen whether he will play or not. I'm sure we'll hear more as the day goes on, but he was also asked then if he wants Mohamed Salah to stay, and he said, "The next time I talk about Mo should be with him. I have no reasons to not want him to stay." So Arna does want Salah to stay by the sounds of that. Of course he's going to say that though. Like, I'm sure he's not going to come out and say, "Yeah, I want him sold," in fairness. So look, don't really know what to read into this one. We will hear more as the day goes on, I'm sure, about how that meeting goes and if Salah will be involved. But like I said, if Salah isn't involved, surely Chiesa has to start. If Salah is involved, I would be fascinated to see how he gets on up front alongside Hugo Ekitike. Like, if we do deploy that 4-4-2 diamond again, Salah alongside Ekitike up front, get Salah into the positions he actually wants to be. And I think that could, ironically, that would really suit him, that new system he played without Salah. So let's hope he can get onto the pitch. Let's hope this situation can be resolved, because we all want Salah on the pitch ultimately, banging in goals and playing at his best, which we know he can do. So look, it remains to be seen what happens on that one, but do keep an eye on the channel as the day goes on, as I'm sure we will have news later on today around this one. Now, no. This next quote, this is the one now. Like, you know me at this point. I'm not someone to get too angry or too wound up by things, but this, I had to bite my tongue on this one a little bit. So, Arne Slot, I'm almost happy we're out of the League Cup, given we only have 13 fit outfield players. Almost happy we're out of the League Cup. I just, this man, he irks me at times. I'm sorry, he does. He really does. Like, you can't just throw away competitions like that and then speak like this as the Liverpool manager. It just, no, it's not right. Like, I understand what he's trying to say, in the fact that, look, we have enough fixtures as it is, given how many injuries we have and stuff, but like, you can't be openly saying that as Liverpool manager. Like, we have to be competing for every trophy. Like, I know Jurgen Klopp used to almost throw away the competition every year as well, to be fair, but that just, no, that really irks me this morning. Moving on then, so Arne Slot on Liverpool's 4-game unbeaten run said, I think apart from being unbeaten, we have shown we are a team that are difficult to beat and create chances against. It's a compliment to the players that were available. Now, I do want to just point out the fact that we conceded 34 goals in the first 20 games of this season, but it's difficult to create chances against us, isn't it? So look, happy days on that one. Again, I don't want to come on here and be sarcastic and slagging off the things the manager's saying, but come on, like, he seems like he's just trying to manifest stuff at this point. It's just like, if I say it enough, it'll come true. Like, if I just keep acting like we're really defensively solid, eventually we will be defensively solid. Just talk it into existence, because, like, surely he has to be seeing what we're seeing. Like, we just, like, fair enough, we kept a clean sheet against Inter, but in general, like, even the last games before that, he was saying, like, oh, well, we barely conceded chances right after conceding 3 goals against Leeds United. Like, come on, just be honest. Like, we're not good defensively. I'm sure we will figure it out at some point. We certainly looked a lot more solid against Inter Milan, but then again, they weren't really throwing much at us either, in fairness. So look, hopefully we can sort it out, but yeah, that's another one that has slightly irked me this morning. We'll finish up then with a quote from the media. So look, there's not a huge amount of articles and stuff out this morning, but Fabrizio Romano was speaking on Mohamed Salah, and he said there is a possibility that he leaves Liverpool in January. And like, I'm sure we've all realised that at this point, that it is a possibility. Whether it happens or not is another thing, but just wanted to fill you in on that one, really. Mohamed Salah, there is a possibility he leaves in January, according to Romano. So definitely one to keep an eye on, particularly after a decision is made around whether he'll be involved against Brighton. And then when he sets off for AFCON as well, I'm sure there will be reports coming out over those few weeks, which will give us a good insight into what's about to happen, because it is very much up in the air still. I think short term we'll resolve it, and then he might leave in the summer. I don't know. I just don't get the feeling he'll leave in January. But look, I could be completely wrong on that. That's all from me this morning anyway. If you have enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Like I said, keep an eye on the channel. I'm sure there will be news around Salah later on in the evening, so we'll cover that when it does break. But hit the like button before you head out. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.